First, we wanted to thank the bridesmaids and the groomsmen and all the other family and friends who helped make this wedding a success. We have known Jaime our entire lives, and we have been privileged enough to be her maids of honor, and even luckier to have her as our sister. And as sisters, we know a lot about Jaime. For example, like the time Jaime took my bead case and threw it on the carpet just because I wouldn't tell our parents we weren't fighting anymore. It was never organized again.
Or the time Jaime falsely accused me of trying to push her in the fire. Thankfully, her attempts to push me back failed.
Or the time Jaime threw a party at our parents' house while we were away in camp, only to spend the entire evening trying to get our cat Sophie out of a tree.
Or how Jaime is a better detective, some might say stalker, than a CIA agent. 492 photos? Don't mind if I do. But in all honesty, having a sister is like having a best friend you can't get rid of. You know, whatever you do, they'll still be there. Jaime will be the first one to message you after a late night to make sure you got home or to see if you need a ride. She'll also be the first person to wake you up in the morning to run. Even though she'll probably run circles around you and lie about how far you've gone just to get you to run further.
Jaime is always the life of the party. Whether you're watching a movie, playing the game of life, or having a drink with friends, it's always more fun with Jaime around. We were going to quote Wedding Crashers here and pretend that we were brothers from Vermont with an emerging maple syrup conglomerate. But we didn't want to throw Hail Mary in the first quarter of the big game. This isn't Halloween.
But this day is about Jaime and Brian starting their life together as husband and wife. And what we see most in Jaime and Brian as a couple is how they balance each other. And balance is not letting anyone love you less than you love yourself. Brian is Jaime's balance.
Jaime and Brian are always honest with each other, and they care for each other almost as much as they care for their dog Eli, the most spoiled Rottweiler in the world. And they're the only couple that we know who has the capability of firing one another. So Jaime and Brian, we wish you all the love and understanding of a beautiful life together.
So let's raise our glasses to Mr. and Mrs. Young, and may the odds be ever in your favor.
I'd really like to thank everyone who was able to make it out. A lot of you came from afar, and it's appreciated by the bride and groom and myself and everyone else in attendance. And I want to start out with a common question I get, if anyone spends any time around my brother and I, about why he's bullying me. Simple enough question, and he coached our soccer team when I was in high school, and we really weren't doing very good those first few games, having trouble scoring. And KFC had just debuted the Twister wrap for 99 cents. So for 99 cents, one goal got you a Twister. And we ended up playing great and made it to the Dome, and it was a good season. So I tell you that to tell you that Bling and I had a pretty standard childhood, brothers, a few broken bones. Kind of went both ways. But at some point, I think around 18 or 19, and I moved away, and we weren't seeing each other very often. It went from being my brother, he really became my best friend. And from that point on, ever since, when I'm around and he's around, there's that kind of uncommon honesty, I guess is what I call it, where everything's open and everything's great. And when I was out there today, I was privileged to stand next to him as he and Jaime took their vows. I've come to know Jaime much better as we've grown to know each other. And it was so good to be with you today. And Bling, I love you like a brother. You are my brother. And I'm so happy for you. I wish you all the best.